Hello Teignbridge voluntary sector, my name is Sarah and I'm going to be your agony aunt answering your volunteer management questions. I'm really pleased to have received this first question. It's a really important one, especially as we're going into the cost of living crisis. But there are some real benefits to paying volunteer expenses even when people are not feeling the pinch. So here are some reasons why you might want to talk about with your trustees. Firstly, by paying expenses to people, you level the playing field up for people to join in and help your organisation. What do I mean by this? I mean that people, whatever their income level, can get involved with your group. Now imagine if you are an unemployed person or on a low income and you have to pay to go to your volunteering, to do your volunteering. It's quite likely that you're going to decide not to do it. So not paying expenses can be a real barrier to people getting involved and also mean that you might be just getting one type of volunteer, the people that can afford it. With this in mind, if you are not paying expenses, you might also find that your volunteer base is not reflecting the community that you are serving. By involving people with lived experience of the community that you serve, you often get ideas from your volunteer base that can help change your group and then in turn help the community. An example of this might be, for example, you are running a shop and you might have a disabled volunteer. That person will have a very different view of how to get in and around and use your shop. They might also be claiming a disability benefit. So paying a volunteer expense would really help them volunteer with your group. Have a think, do you have any disabled people volunteering with your group at the moment? Could this be the reason why? There are some other benefits that your trustees might like to consider, and especially your treasurer might be happy about these. By paying expenses, you can get a true reflection of how much it really does cost to run your organisation or group. You could give people the option, if they are affluent enough and they have expressed that they don't need the expense, of donating the expense back to your group and paying gift aid. So it's quite a neat way of actually turning it around and into a way to raise a bit of extra cash. Talking of fundraising, lots of funders prefer to see that you are considering including the cost of volunteering in your funding applications. Many of them will pay the expenses budget if you put them in. Many of them consider it good volunteer management practice. And in a recent report by the Big Lottery Community Fund, it said that paying expenses for travel, phone calls and food is a way of removing the barriers to volunteering. Now I know many groups don't feel that they have the capacity to do the extra administration relating to paying expenses, and many groups struggle to find a treasurer. And so a downside you might be thinking is the extra administration and trying to recruit the right people to help you manage this. But I would say that the benefits far outweigh this and it's well worth doing. There are lots of ways to approach the recruitment of treasurers and admin help, which we will no doubt cover in future Agony sessions. Now, you are also welcome to join our Volunteer Organisers Forum. If you want to find out more about that, just get in contact with Anya. At the forum, we discuss all sorts of issues and share ideas and inspiration on how to solve these problems. So thank you for getting in contact. Please do keep your questions coming. I hope this has been helpful, and bye for now.